and retaliating. Is some 200 kilometers of expressway. There the militants might attack, and those fears have come true, given that this is a place which is barely a kilometer away from the main national highway, the Baramulla-Uri highway, and it's actually happened on a highway. If you take into account that this is a road which leads you to Handwara and further up to Kupwara. So clearly this is what the security forces, the army especially, was hinting post the surgical strikes that the Indian army took across the border. And, they had really told the security forces, the army facilities out there, that they need to guard against this. But clearly this is a fedayeen attack, if you believe police sources, that has really taken place, and those fears really coming true, Shreya.
Those fears are coming true, but what we are being told is that the 46 RR camp has not been breached. We are being told that there were at least around 4 to 7 terrorists who attacked the camp. They were split into two groups. One attacked the gate, opened fire. The other tried, and this was a diversionary tactic because the other group then tried to enter the camp from the rear side. That attempt was foiled, but in the process, one BSF Jawan seriously injured. One has been martyred. We are withholding his name because, as per procedure, his next of kin, Mufti, will have to be informed. In May this year, Mufti, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was a Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist who had crossed over earlier in the year, who in a joint operation by this very 46RR and the Jammu and Kashmir police had been arrested. And his interrogation seemed to suggest that he was in India, in Baramulla, specifically to form a suicide squad, and he was there to recruit people. What was recovered from him were fake Aadhaar cards. What was also recovered from him were AK-47 rifles, some wireless sets as well. And along with him, I believe 4 people were arrested as well. Mufti, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems there were more than just the 5 of them.
Well, yes, in fact, since last 2 or 3 years, we've seen that militants of late have been captured. You have the instance of Navid being, arrested in Udhampur following that attack which took place in Udhampur, where BSF convoy was attacked, and then you had a militant who was arrested in Baramulla area, and also recently in Naugam area. And if one recalls, that he was taken by NIA and produced. That evidence was that there were Fidaeens who were trying to come into this site and carry out those attacks. Clearly, there have been many instances where militants have been captured alive, and they have revealed about the dangerous games that Pakistan is really playing in pushing in Fidaeens. And this is not for the first time that this has happened, Shreya. At least I remember 4 occasions where militants have been captured, and they have really revealed the dangerous nexus of ISI and the Fidaeen who come into are pushed into this side and who do carry out the attacks like one saw in Uri 14 days back.
The reading in the Indian establishment is that Rahil Sharif, the Chief of Army Staff of Pakistan, is due to retire in November, end of November, and he's publicly said he's not looking for an extension, though that might just happen. The apprehension is that he will not want to retire with a blot on his career, which is the surgical strike conducted by India, and therefore there will be a blowback, and this blowback will come not by way of Pakistani forces, the Pakistani army, but it will come by way of terrorists who have already infiltrated in the last 1 year or so, some 85 to 90 of them, and these cells will strike army installation. News we are getting in right now is that at least 1 BSF Jawan has been martyred in the attack that has just taken place at the 46RR camp in Baramulla. I'm stepping into a quick break on the show, but it's a developing story.